Here we go. That's right. Last time we added a skeleton. Trying to think what I have to do this time. That's not the right one. Here we go. Clean up accidental entities and levels. We did that. We added the skeleton. Oh yeah, brainstorm enemy types. But also maybe retrofit base enemy into ghost. Clean up. And then the other thing I'm gonna want to do is make new movement. Make new movement. HP for skeletons. Like distinguish skeletons, right? Distinguish skeletons from ghosts. Okay, so let me go grab my ghost. Now my ghost is a ghost. So the question is, how do I do this differently? I think what I just gotta do, probably the cleanest way to do this is gonna be to go in to my enemies, go to ghost.tscene and just straight up delete it and recreate it from scratch. I think that's the cleanest way to do this. Now let me just double check before I do this. What's in my git? That's fine. That was to test something. I don't remember what the heck I was looking at. Right? Okay. Now I'm gonna go in here and save that as ghost. Can't overwrite a scene that is still open. Okay, because I forgot to close this. Don't save. Now when I go here, it'll show up as a difference. Yep, and a whole bunch of stuff is deleted. Look at that. Look at that. It's now 2 lines of this script. This script, the scene, right? Ghost.tscene. Look at that. Okay, and that's what we wanted. That's really all I wanted. And now, let's make sure it still works. And the way to test that, I guess is to re-import. Is that Zelda? That is Zelda. That's crazy. Give me ghosts. Oh my god, it's a Zelda Bossa Nova? This band is amazing. I stopped playing music on my stream, so I'm sorry that you guys can't hear this. Till I figure out how I want to deal with annoying copyright issues, it's going to be a fairly quiet stream. Just me yammering on to myself mostly. But you'll get to hear me lots of Zelda songs. Now, I don't know why these changed. Oh, I see, because the names of the nodes have changed. But actually, that shouldn't be happening anyways. What entity is that treasure? That should not be happening anyways. So let's actually fix that too. I think I know what's going on here. Okay, do I know what's going on here? Let's open up one of these levels and we'll see. But before I do that, I will run the game, make sure everything looks Gucci. As long as my ghosts still pop out, yeah, I'm happy. Okay. Um, clean up, ghosts, spawn, no, inherit, base enemy scene. Right? Easy peasy. Now let's take a look at this thing real quick. It's causing some weirdness. Where are my level scenes? Uh, levels. Levels, there it is. And it looks like it's happening in all of them. And it looks like it's happening for the treasure. Yes, my treasures aren't being named. Why is that happening? It's naming all the other ones, right? Except for this one. Now, why would that be happening? Let's take a look at my posts. Sorry, entities. Huh? What the hell is it? Import. And let's take a quick look, see if we can't figure out why that's only happening with the treasures. Oh, it's probably also happening with pocket watches, isn't it? What does add child offset do? Yes. 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 Okay. So I had this feeling when I did this. I was like, this is funky. I'm just doing add child. Something funky is going on. And that's what the funky thing that was going on was, is that add child offset is also naming things. Right. So maybe what I need to do here is create another function called add child. Actually, how do we do this? I could do this with a single function. This could really happen in any particular order, I think. Just do add child, child node 2D, parent node 2D, child, and then we're just gonna steal this. And then we're gonna call add child. And add child, add numbered child, maybe. Add numbered child. That way, add numbered child or add number child. Add number child. Adds child to parent and numbers the node. Because this is something that has to be done, in my opinion, because every time what's going to happen is every time I re-import, these area numbers with these IDs are going to change, and it's going to create a lot of noise on my diffs, and I'm not going to be able to tell when things actually change or not. So that's why, oops, I also have to call the function. I also have to call the function. Also, I have these error prints here, which I don't think I need anymore. I think I accidentally committed those. Print error. We don't actually want to print errors unless there are errors. Like those could be regular prints actually, if we want to leave them in. But it's clogging up like 58 errors here. Makes it hard to see that there's actually an error or not. Now I changed two unrelated things, so I'll have to remember to commit them separately. And that's part of this function, so I'm going to take away those blank spaces. That's a third thing that I changed that has nothing to do with this. And then add child. So doors node probably also has the same problem. Anything that's using, dot add child, right? anything that's using add child probably has this issue. Like, let's look at food. Oh, this level doesn't have any food. Oh yeah, it does. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, it also has the problem I can tell because there's no zero after the food. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I need a tissue. Very cool. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna replace all of these, and my doors has the same. Doors has my doors have. Wait, why my doors ain't numbered right? Hold on a minute. How are my doors being numbered? My doors are magical. Make door. What's count? Oh, my doors aren't that magical. I actually did this differently. It's a little bit inconsistent. Make door count. There might be a different way to do this where when I make them, I can count them. So like this one, when I fire make door, yeah, I don't know. Let's just do the quick thing and add child. For now, we're going to replace all instances of add child with a numbered one, except for that one. What is it? Food node. Add child. Right. And so it's going to be add number child. Watches node. And then add number child. Treasures node. And that should fix all the numbering issues for now. So let's close this out and do a re-import and see if that fixed it. Now this is going to be a noisy change. Yes, food 0, that's lovely. Doors, vdoor 0, the doors aren't going to change. So open the next one, keys, doors, player spawns, enemy spawners, food, breakable walls, exits, treasures are all numbered. Magical. Watches. There are no watches in this level. I think this level has a watch. No, I lied. Level 3 has a watch. No, where did I put the watch? On this level. This level has a watch. Keys, doors, players. You know, it's funny because vdoor 0, vdoor 1, hdoor 2. The numbers just count because it just goes by the child count. But that's fine. Pocket watch 0. Now, another thing that I could do to number them is when I create them, entity dictionary, make name position, because this changes the name here. What I could actually do, I gotta do a couple iterations of this. So this one works, but then I might change the way I do this. LDtk, import, ensure all children are properly numbered. All children, all nodes, all entity nodes are properly numbered. And then let's say Y to avoid random ID changes and noise and diffs. Right? And then what I'm going to do, actually not going to commit the actual changes yet. I'm doing them separately. So this one's just the code change. And then the next one will be like the noise change, right? Which I could do. I could commit it now. Actually, yes, I am going to commit it now. And I'll show you what I'm going to do here. So we're going to commit this and we're going to say levels re-import with numbered entity nodes. All right. Now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to actually change the way this works. Now that I did this, I'm actually going to undo this. I'm actually going to undo this because I want to play with an idea here. What was the idea? Well, add number child. I'm going to take away the numbering here. And we're going to go like this. Because I just want to try something to see if it's better or less error prone in some way. Now, make name position is actually supposed to do the naming of things. And we have a packed scene and a name. Oh, this is great. Actually, we have a name right here. So all I really need is a variable somewhere. Post import multi-stream, bro. Yeah, man. How's it going? What's up, Yoshi? Let's see. I'm trying it out. It's a service that I'm trying out. I'm trying out the free version. If I like it, I might buy it. It is a little bit pricey considering I don't really make any money off of this yet. So wait, entities post import. We can make a class variable here. I'm going to go var entity counts. And we'll make this a dictionary. Actually, dictionaries you can't have types yet, so I'm just going to declare it like this for now. Or maybe it's worth it to type it as well. I don't know. And then in my make name position, the way to do this is we get the name. Hold on. Let's see. Increment count name. And then what I'll do is plus entity counts subscript name. Right? And what that's going to do, we're going to have a function called increment count, increment entity count. So instead of before I was using the parent node to count the number of children, now we're going to count the number of entities manually with our own counter. And the reason why I want to try doing this is just to see if I like the way this looks better. I think it might be a little bit less error prone since all entities are created through make name position function. And to be honest, the make name position function sounds like it should be naming things properly. And it wasn't doing that before 100%. It was like partially naming them. So what I'm going to do here is entity name string, if entity name, we'll say if not entity name in entity counts, then entity counts subscript entity name equals -1. And then I'm going to say Can I do plus equals 1 here? I don't know if that works. And then return. Oh, that's it, actually. Because it just increments the count, and then I pull it out of there. Oh, I see. Or, yeah, this is a bit wacky. Let's actually have this return this, and then I can say return entity counts. It does two things, which I don't know if I'm super great about, but then we can call this get entity count. Let me just call it like a function. I think it's a little bit less error prone. Oh, what song is that? I've never played this game before. It sounds like an anime theme song. I think that's why. And instead of increment, get entity count. Increments and returns the count for given entity name. Oh, because it's an integer. That's fair. So what I can actually do is have this return the string, and we can just go like this. This way we can concatenate. What did I do? I think I accidentally closed the file. Right? Cannot call non-static function from the static function. Oh. 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 Why is this static? Does this have to be static? Oh, these are all static. So, yeah, why actually are these static even? Do these have to be static? Make door? Why are these static? I think actually don't know why these are static. Can we make these non-static? Uh Add tags. Okay. So when you call a static function, you don't need to put the class name in or anything like that. I think I made these maybe static before because they didn't have to be member functions, but I think now I want it to be a member function, like the creation stuff. So anything that's like a make, func, make, static, func, make, right? I think this should still work. It's a much bigger change than what I wanted to do, but that's okay. The reason why I don't want them to be static is because this get entity count, I think, has to be a member function. Otherwise, the counts will stay the same for like they'll just increment between levels, and I want each level to start from 0. Not that it matters. We probably wouldn't run out of numbers, but just for the sake of not running out of numbers and for the sake of being more consistent, I think I'd rather have it work that way. Now what I'm gonna do is import it, and we're gonna look at this and see. Oh, clean. It still works. And now something that I think will change. Okay, key 00. That's weird. I don't know why it's key 00. Oh wait, I actually might know why. Let me look at key. Oh, make key. This might have been some weirdness that I was trying to do. Oh yeah, stir key number. I see. That makes sense. So, right, key number. So I think I'm gonna remove that. Where's make key? Yeah, the old function here took counts, so we're gonna remove those. Right, make door is gonna be the same thing. Count goes away. Make key number goes away. Identifier. Make name position. That's now handling that. Make door. Counts is gone. And I think that should have only affected keys and doors, if I'm right. Oh, it didn't affect the doors actually, but affected the keys for some reason. Okay, well, whatever. Now let's try. Have to close out the files. Let's try re-importing again and see if there's anything funky in here. Key 0, key 1, perfect. V door, that is troubling. Okay, why is make door not counting? Oh, because make door doesn't use make name position. Why not? Let's see what make name position actually does. I don't want to have any exceptions here like I have on pretty much everything. Door scene.instantiate. Let's take a look at what make name position does. And we're going to compare that with what's being done in make door, and we're going to combine them. Actually, I'm doing way too much in the same thing. So let's just go like this. Let's put this count back and take away the key number. All right. I think that should be okay. I think that'll get me the result I want. All right. Now let's open up some of our scenes. Uh-oh. That broke everything. Count not declared in current scope. 153. Clear the log. Close the level and do it again. Non-existent function new in GD script. Oh, post import line 14. Huh? Oh. Okay, this is a problem. Make key. Oh, hold on. Caca, dude. Okay, I think this is okay. And let's go to make door. Right. So this is where I have to put back what was here. That back. There we go. Clear my errors here. Re-import. Lovely. Okay, so this works. So because this works right now, I'm gonna commit this. And then I'm gonna refactor the doors. LDtk import. Let make name position. Let make name position number nodes. Yeah, and you see how there's no changes to my levels? They're numbered still the exact same way. That's actually a very good sign. So my goal now is, even though I'm changing a bunch of code to clean it up, it's going to produce the same exact output, but it's going to produce the same exact output in a more consistent way. Because right now it's like kind of all over the place. There's a bunch of different ways to do the same thing, which can be good for consistency sometimes, but we really don't want that. Position offset. I see. Position offset, new scale. What the heck is new scale? Ah. And then what does make name position do? It doesn't scale. I see. So this changes that, and then it has a position. Oh, but make name position also takes a position. So I think we can still make name position. Let's see. Position. Oh. Can we do that actually? So the reason why this is an issue um is because I'm doing some scaling and then I'm using its position. Oh no, wait, entity dot position. Entity is the dictionary. We can still do this. Position offset. I only have to, okay, so door, right? Door is the actual scene. This is the only thing, rotation out degrees equals. That's the only thing that really changes here. So what I'm going to do is grab this. So door is going to be equal to make name position, door scene, entity dot identifier. And then instead of entity dot position, we're going to have this thing, which doesn't depend on door, right? Because this has to come before this. And this is going to be the position, right? Make name position. And then tags. Oh, and so doors weren't even being tagged. So this actually might fix a bug or create one because it's changing some behavior. Definition dot tags. So we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need to instantiate the door anymore. We could still print door entity at the beginning if we wanted to. It's just a printout. It doesn't really do anything. Okay. Oh, I see. Add tags. I was adding tags here manually. We don't have to do that anymore either. Cool. And this will rotate the door if we need to. And this will scale the door. I think this will work. Let's see. So now what we're looking to see is if the doors are created properly. We're going to make sure they look good. I mean, you just go here. Oh, poopy. Oh, no. This is actually good. This is actually good. This is the kind of change that we want to see in our diffs. I can tell by the diff that this worked. So now what's happening here is the numbers are changing. HDOOR2 is becoming HDOOR0 because now instead of using the parent doors node to count the nodes as we create them, we're using the name of the entity and we're counting each entity by its name. So HDOORs have different numbers than VDOORs, whereas before they shared the same number sequence. So it was more like if there was a HDOOR 0 and then there was a VDOOR below it, it would be VDOOR 1, even though there are no other VDOORs. Let's open our levels, make sure they look good. Looks perfect. Oh no, did I break it? I might have broken it. Oh no, I didn't break it. I think the way my importing works is it doesn't look good. It stretches the texture in the editor. And then I think the doors, I fixed the textures at runtime. This looks awesome. Oh, this is Davey 504? Yeah, this is dope. Cool. So let's run the game and make sure it works. The most important aspect, right? There we go, Reaper. Nice. My textures are tiling because that happens at runtime, right? Nice. Nice. Now I'm happy because oh wait, this is level 1, right? Yeah, that's level 1. This is not supposed to be there, I don't think. Cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do. Now there are some changes in here, right? In these levels. So what I'll do is I'll go here, I'll grab these, bonk bonk, and I will do oh no, I guess I don't have to change the history. I'll just commit on top of it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go here, and now let's just review what's going on in here. Nice, yep. Oops. We'll commit this, and we'll say LDtk import, and we'll say import name and position doors using standard make name position method for consistency. LDtk levels re-import levels doors. Door entities are now counted individually. H doors are separate or H doors are now counted separately from V doors. And instead of a comma, I'll put a semicolon. Lovely, lovely. And I didn't track this anywhere, so let's fix so there's a couple things here. Fix what was it? Fix numbering of entities. Fix numbering of entities added with add child instead of add child offset. Entities. Fix numbering of entities added using. Fix numbering of entities added using add child instead of. Alright, that's a bug. And then I can say enhancement or cleanup. Like we can tag it as cleanup. Use allow make name position. What does it actually do? Use the same method to count entities or standardize the way entities are counted in post import script. Yeah, kind of an enhancement. Not really an enhancement, it's a cleanup. I guess it's also an enhancement. Right, so these are done. Retrofit base enemies also done. Nice. That's 3 things we got done today. And now I want to distinguish skeletons from ghosts somehow. And what I'm thinking we could do to distinguish them is maybe give them different HP. Give them different HP counts. And maybe also make their movement differently. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that though. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Whoops. Good thing I caught myself there. Okay, so yeah, the base enemy scenes using the same script. Basically, Ghost and Skeleton are using the same script. Kind of don't want that. Probably what I should do is create a base skeleton script. Sorry, base enemy script. And then we can have some parameters in the base enemy script. And then those things can be changed in the other ones. So let's do, and I also said I wanted to brainstorm enemy types. Two enemy types sounds boring. Maybe I could add a third enemy type. I don't know. Of course, there are other things that are more important that need to be done. The game over thing is really important. We can try to look at the game over thing this week. Might be more important than adding more levels. I did add some more levels, but maybe I should prioritize this bug over this fun stuff. In any case, let's create a note for today. Actually, let's just create a new note, period. Glove, enemy type, brainstorm. Actually, do I want to do this in here or do I want to do this in a canvas? Maybe it's better to do this as a canvas. I could, or maybe do both, just like a bulleted list and then visualize it after. Have a base enemy type. Some common parameters, HP, movement speed. Oh yeah, because the speed of the movement should also be a little bit different, right? They shouldn't move at the same speed. Like maybe skeletons can be, what's faster, a ghost or ghosts are probably way faster than skeletons, right? Common parameters, configurable based on enemy type, HP, movement speed, damage, right? Attack damage, right? Individual individual behaviors. Common behavior or parameters configurable based on type. Maybe individual behaviors, movement pattern. Sounds like Jamiroquai, but it's not. Movement pattern. Let me elaborate on this. Ghosts can be floaty. Skeletons can move one tile at a time. Movement behavior. Let's say ghosts can be floaty and linear. Skeleton, or maybe not linear. Skeletons can. I might make it more interesting for ghosts to be more like to have a curve. Curve based movement could create tension. Skeletons can move one tile at a time. Skeletons can pause intermittently. Patrol-like behavior. Graded in subclasses. This song is awesome. I'm thinking, what else am I thinking? Okay, that was a lie. When I said I was thinking, I actually wasn't thinking at all. Now I'm almost thinking. What am I almost thinking about? Um, is there anything else interesting about this? We can also. Oh wait, hold on. Let me before I forget. In case I want to look at these notes later. Glove enemy type brainstorm. All right. So I know. Okay. Um. Structure and behavior. And then here we can have something that's more like structure and behavior. Let's talk about enemy types. So ghost, skeleton. What else belongs in a dungeon? What types of enemies belong in a dungeon? Actually, something I don't have here that's like classic fantasy stuff is slimes. Why don't I have slimes? I mean, it's just a circle. How hard could that be to make? I don't want to create too many, but we'll create a couple. Um, Let me go to my work browser. Here we go. And let's go look. Dungeon enemy types. A minotaur sounds, but that sounds more like a boss. Well, wait, hold on. What is a minotaur? A minotaur is a. What's the name of it? A minotaur, also known as Asterion, is a mythical creature. Okay, so. Oh, minotaur is different. I was thinking of Goat Man. What is the goat man? Urban legend. I don't think that's one. Okay. Goat goat man mythology. It's like a goat satyr. That's what it's called. Satyr. Satire? Am I pronouncing that right? Google. How do I pronounce this word? Satyr. 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 Okay, you guys can't hear that, but I can hear that. Almost sound like the Pink Panther theme for a minute. Okay, so we could put some satyrs in, but I think I don't know. Does it make sense? Satyrs are often depicted with goat legs and horns and human, but I think they're like kind of horny things. Like they're not really. I don't know if it makes any sense. I think they're kind of sexual in some way, but I could be wrong. That might be a specific type of satyr. Wait, hold on. Fawn. That's what I'm thinking of. I think a fawn is different, right? Because that film, Pan's Labyrinth, but Pan is different. Pan is a fawn. Okay, what the heck is a fawn? Fawn is a mythical creature. Here we go. Sorry, that's what I wanted to see. So how's the fawn different from a satyr? Originally, fawns of Roman mythology were ghosts, lesser versions of their chief, the god Faunus. Faunus. Before their conflation with Greek satyrs. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Before their conflation with the Greek satyrs, they and Faunus were represented as naked men. The Barberini faun. Later, fauns became copies of the satyrs of Greek mythology, who themselves were originally shown as part horse rather than part goat. I'm just gonna idea dump this. Um, mythical creatures, right? Let's idea dump here. Minotaur, satyr, faun, which I think are basically the same thing, right? Pan, right? And these are just words that popped in my head, right? That will define here. Okay, so later fauns became copies of satyrs of Greek mythology who themselves were originally shown. Okay. By the Renaissance, fauns were depicted as two-footed creatures with horns, legs, and a tail of a goat, and the head, torso, and arms of a human. They are often depicted with pointy ears. These late-form mythological creatures borrowed their look from satyrs, who in turn borrowed their look from the god Pan of the Greek pantheon. They were symbols of peace and fertility. That's why I was thinking sex. Symbols of peace and fertility, but peace is different. I thought they were more mischievous. Google, how do I pronounce this word? Mischievous. Yeah, I was right. Mischievous. But a little bit more mischievous, right? They were symbols of their Greek chieftain, Silenus. In Greek mythology, Silenus was a companion and tutor to the wine god Dionysius. Dionysus. I know I'm not saying that right either. Dionysus. Dionysus. Mayhaps. Dionysus. Dionysus. Pronunciation. I never really trust these things. Like, I could watch this. I'm not gonna.
Wondering how to go about pronouncing it. Well, there's going to be two different, but in English or American, it is generally acknowledged that you can pronounce the natural way of saying it in Greek. That would be Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Dionysus. But in English or American, it is generally acknowledged that you can pronounce it Dionysus.
Dionysus.
In English, it's generally said Dionysus, but you can say Dionysus as well.
Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Dionysus. Dionysus. Okay. Dionysus. I'm gonna go with that. Dionysus. Companion to the god Dionysus. He is typically older than the satyrs of the Dionysian. Oh yeah, see, Dionysian. Sounds pretty good, right? Retinue. Theosos. Oh my gosh. And sometimes considerably older, in which case he may be referred to as Aposilenus. Selene and its plural, Selene, refer to mythological sons such and such. Okay. Any case, was a minor deity of Greek mythology. Romans believed fauns stirred fear in men, traveling in lonely, faraway, wild places. They were also capable of guiding men in need, as in the fable The Satyr and the Traveler, in the title of which Latin authors substituted the word faunus. Fauns and satyrs were originally quite different creatures, whereas the late period fauns are half man and half goat. Satyrs originally were depicted as stocky, hairy, ugly dwarves or woodwoses. Huh. A wild man of the woods. Oh, woodwoes or woodwoes. Okay. Is what? A mythical figure and motif that appears in the art of, and literature of medieval Europe, comparable to the satyr and faun type in classical mythology and to Silvanus, the Roman god of the woodlands, with ears and tails of horses. Satyrs were also more woman loving than fauns, and fauns were rather foolish, where satyrs tended to be sly. Ancient Roman mythological belief included a god named Faunus, maybe, Faunus, often associated with the bewitched woods and conflated with the Greek god Pan and a goddess named Fauna, who were goat people. Is that really? He's got human legs though, doesn't he? Statue of a faun, Vatican. That looks like a human everywhere. So does that. Oh, here we go. Now they look more like goat legs. Um, yeah, goat legs. Sleeping Diana watched by two fawns. These are fawns. Those are fawns. This is a fawn. Wait, I'm on the page for fawn. That's why. You can kind of see their legs a little bit. You can kind of see the legs a little bit. Um, oops. Okay, so that's fawn. Let's look at satyr. Oh my god, Mario Paint. In Greek mythology, a satyr, uh, Satyros, pronounced satyr, okay, was also known as Silenus or Silenos, Romanized Selenos, and Sileni, plural, is a male nature spirit with ears and a tail resembling those of a horse, as well as a permanent, exaggerated erection. Yeah, that's why I was thinking satyrs. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Early artistic representations sometimes include horse like legs, but by the 6th century BC, they were more represented with human legs, comically hideous. Ah, wait. Horse like legs, but by the 6th century, they had human legs. Okay. And they're hilariously ugly looking. Okay. They have mane like hair, bestial faces, bestial? Bestial faces, and snub noses, and they are always shown naked. Satyrs are characterized by their ribaldry. Ribaldry or blue comedy is a humorous entertainment that ranges from bordering on indelicacy to indecency. Blue comedy is also referred to as bawdiness or being bawdy. Like any humor may be read as conventional or subversive. Okay. I get it. That's funny. Yeah, they are. It is a bit dirtier than a fawn, it seems. The satyr, right? Over the course of Greek history. Oh shit! It's 9 a.m. I gotta bounce. This was some good research, though. So I just want to write down what I saw here. Mythical creature research. Satyrs appear more perverse. is what I'm getting out of this. Perverse or sexual. Fun, but intelligent, intelligent and sly. Fawns appear more foolish. Right? I think either one's fine. What is this word? All right, that's where I'm gonna draw it here. But we did get a bunch of stuff done today. Let me just go back to my board. I forgot to clear up the stuff that I did. This sprint. Add skeleton enemy. Add enemy skeleton. Fix the accidental thing. And then this is what I did today. These three things. I'm gonna brainstorm first and drop that back there. Okay, that's good for me. I'm out, guys. We'll catch you later. And we'll do more of this stuff tomorrow. Have a good day, guys.